Hi everyone and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make this super fantastic trash can. It's beautiful, it's fancy, it's going to destroy all your unwanted garbage. I got this idea from OMGCraft on YouTube and they did it on the PC. I'm on Xbox 360. It turns out, I guess the redstone works differently between the PC and the Xbox 360. I'm not sure why or exactly how, but it doesn't quite work out that way for me. So I had to make a few modifications to make it work for the Xbox 360. The good news is, now that I've figured it out, I'm making it work for you. I'm going to show you first how it works, and then I'm going to open up another world and I'm going to show you how to make one. And also how to disguise it. Like here, I've got it hidden, basically in a wall. The only downside is you have to keep a couple of broken spots in your wall, but other than that, there's not too many parts of it that are exposed. So I'm going to show you first. One rule that me and my husband have is never put anything into it while it's on, because if you accidentally put, your fancy diamond sword with all this fancy cool crap on it into your chest, it's gone forever. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn it on. And there it goes. It's dropping basically all of that garbage, one item at a time, into a lava pit that I've got down in our monster basement. So, I'll go ahead and turn this off. It sounds really annoying, but I usually just walk away from it when I turn it on. Turn it off, and I'm going to open up that other world. Alright, so here we are in this randomly generated world. I've already got all the materials that I'm going to need. I'm going to have to replace something in here with a bed, because I really don't feel like being up for the day. I like that they put colored beds in here, because now you can choose what color your bed is instead of your generic red. Go ahead and sleep through the night. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to use this vast space here. And you're going to want to dig down 4. And then back 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5, I think. Oops. I don't really like building in creative mode, because everything just, is gone in one hit. It's incredibly frustrating. I don't see why people do it. Or, well, I guess it's handy for having literally everything you need without having to waste resources in, a regular world. Okay, and for the moment, I'm going to go ahead and, dig out the roof here. You can fill it back in to conceal all of the redstone you use to make your fancy trash can. And we're also going to dig a way out, because I don't like to be trapped. Okay. So, this is the pit that we're going to use. It looks a little bit big for the moment, but don't worry. It's going to be cool, the right way to do this here. Forgive me, sometimes I tend to forget exactly, what I'm doing whenever I'm building things. But so the first thing we're going to do, you want to make sure you use your dirt for this, because you're going to be breaking this particular part. You're going to put a piece of dirt right here, and you're going to put your chest on top of it. There's a reason for it. We're going to do the same thing with other things. It's because whenever you get to things like chests or hoppers or droppers and you try to put something on it, it instead opens that item and shows you what's in it. So we're using dirt blocks. Ooh, a horse. We're going to use dirt blocks for this particular process, because it gets really frustrating. So we're going to put a dirt block where our dropper is supposed to be. And we're going to feed the hopper into the dirt block. And this is how we're going to feed it into the dropper, is by putting it where it's on the dirt block. You don't want to put it here because then it'll feed it into this spot here, and that's really not where you want it to go. So you're going to put it right here on the top of this dirt block. And you notice it points down. Now if you were to point it on here, you see it points off to the side there. Sorry. It points off to the side here. That means it's feeding into this space. Okay, whichever one you put it on is, you know, where it feeds to. So you want to feed it down into this dirt block. Break the dirt block. Now, right here, this space right here is where your dropper is going to go. This space right here is going to remain blank, and this space right here is where you're going to put your lava. So, I'm going to look up, or you can use a cactus, you know, if you don't feel like messing around with lava. Some people aren't as lucky with lava as others. And what I like to do is put just, you know, a couple of blocks around it and dump your lava. So that's where your lava is going to be. You can cover it up. I wouldn't recommend covering it like this because then your dropper won't be able to feed into your lava. However, I do recommend filling in this part and this part and this part. Because then, if you don't, then all of your random extra pieces are going to drop onto, like, this extra block right here. Now, I actually made this just slightly too deep. So I'm going to fill in this space. You want your bottommost level, if you want to be able to conceal this really well, you want your bottommost level to be, you know, the one that your lava goes into. Whenever you have your, you know, your dropper feed into it, this right here is going to be your bottommost level. And 1, 2, 3. I need to go back just one more, I think. I'll show you the final dimensions, you know, at the very end when I'm done showing you how to do the redstone. Really, you can make the pit, you know, whatever size you think is best for it. But at the moment, this is I think the right size. So I'm going to go up out of my pit really quick. And one thing we're going to do next, the first thing I'm going to put down is my lever. And in order to do that, I'm going to have to go back behind the treasure chest. And I'm building this way because I don't want to have to deal with a whole bunch of extra pieces, but there's still going to be some. So this is what it's going to look like from your lever. Your lever is going to go here above your chest, and you're going to have a single piece of redstone underneath. And to show you that it works, there you go. See, it lit up your redstone. That's how that works. This is how you're basically going to be able to conceal all of your redstone, like behind a wall or underneath the ground. From there, we are going to go down here, and we're going to, oops. You're going to go in a downward direction. Now that's why we have, you know, two places where the there's not exactly, you know, a top to everything. Why do I keep falling down? Oh, sorry, I'm not very. It's an early morning for me. Anyway, so you're going to build your way down with your dirt and your redstone. Once you got your redstone going in a downward direction, you can go ahead and start building all the rest of the redstone that's going to come from your dropper. So your first piece is going to go here and then here, and now you're going to connect the two of them. Alright, the reason why you connect them is because you want your lever to be able to connect to the rest of your circuitry. You want to be able to turn it off and on at will, otherwise you're going to hear it day in, day out, the entire time you're nearby it. And you will never be able to turn it off. I'm pretty sure you can use a comparator to, you know, detect whenever there's stuff inside of it, but I've never actually done that. I don't know how to do it, and I haven't experimented around with it. So now you've got your redstone connecting, and you're going to want, and the reason why we have redstone feeding into the dropper is because without redstone, it's just going to sit with stuff in its inventory, and it'll just fill up and it'll never drop anything. So you put your redstone in there, and then we're going to put one piece of redstone here. We're going to put, we do need to go back one more, I'm sorry. We're going to put a dirt block here and a dirt block here. And we're going to put redstone torch here and on the opposite side, here and on the opposite side. And then you're going to have a piece of redstone feeding here, here, and on top. And this is how you would basically make, oh Jesus Christ, this thing is loud and annoying. Let me turn it off. Okay, this is how you would basically go through and make a an arrow trap, you know, like a rapid fire arrow trap, if you wanted to. It can be very convenient sometimes. Other times it just gets, you know, frustrating and you keep having to refill your arrows, and sometimes it lands on pressure plates. If you were to activate it with maybe a lever, it would probably be a lot more handy. But now I'm going to fill in this hole. First I'm going to give you your exact dimensions here. So here I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wide, and 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4 deep. 4 deep, 5 wide. Alright, and now I'm going to go ahead and cover this up with the redstone. You can cover up this, or you can't cover up this because that'll block off your, whatchamacallit, your connection there. But you can cover here and here. So you are you are going to have 2 places where you cannot completely cover up the redstone. But I think it's worth the sacrifice. This right here is going to be the spot right here that's going to be completely exposed. And then, you know, right here, here's a little wall. Voila, there's your redstone trash can. I changed it around for Minecraft 360, but the idea came from OMGCraft. They did it on the PC. I'm doing it on the 360. And now you can, I'm going to put all this extra crap in here that I no longer need. You go ahead and flip the switch. That's what it sounds like when it's empty, by the way, so you know when to turn it off. All right, thanks for watching. Have a fantastical day, and I'll see you next time.